welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we're reviewing Star Trek, the official Starship collection by Eagle Moss, special Spock's Jellyfish. It's the jellyfish. Why is it Spock's jellyfish?
It's Geordie's jellyfish.
And Geordie designed it.
Yeah, only
right. Would you like to start with the magazine? I'll start with the unpackaging.
Spock's Jellyfish. For those who don't know, and I don't know even if it's going to be in here, it was in fact in the countdown prequel to the 2009 film, where we found out it was built by the Vulcan High Command, Vulcan Science
Vulcan Science Directorate.
Based on a design from Geordie LaForge, who had left Starfleet and was designing starships for a living.
Rogue! He was just rogue designing starships.
Bearing in mind that a certain Jean-Luc Picard at that point was in fact the Earth ambassador to Vulcan, because it doesn't make sense for there to be the Federation ambassador to Vulcan when Vulcan's in the Federation. So we won't go there.
I immediately love and hate this at the same time.
Epic. Class, experimental. Now I think you'll find jellyfish, Cass.
Experimental?
Yeah.
Because they did say in the film, an experimental starship.
An ex-jellyfish. Vulcan constructed, launched in 2387. Pilot Spock, crew 1. Actually, I think you'll find there were 2 Spocks. Red matter injector, phasers and torpedoes. Excellent. Right, so there's a nice shot of the ship, a nice shot of Leonard Nimoy, in one of his last roles, unfortunately. Oh, designing the jellyfish. Ask Geordie. Oh, now, yeah, still, what were they doing with that? Spock ship, what the hell is this? No, I'm glad we hadn't looked with this, actually.
This was where they looked at Babylon 5.
Yeah, there's no. Who designed this thing? Hitch. Brian Hitch. Okay. Right, so Brian Hitch came up with the concept designs. Right, that's nice to know. Okay, what the hell is that? Right, okay. Inside the jellyfish you have a crusher. For those who don't know, Wesley was in fact on board, and you heard his voice, which is disturbing. Oh, now, yeah, how very xenomorph of it. Did Geiger get involved? Interesting. And he went through quite a few changes, and that suddenly makes me think of Encounter at Farpoint. We won't go there. But there's an awful lot of images and not a lot of text going through how this thing came about, so it's quite nice, I suppose. There we go, and that's it. Okay. Okay, it's an okay map. I'm not gonna. It's nowhere near as good as the one we got for the 2009 Enterprise or the Vengeance.
No, by all means.
There's no metal, is there?
Nope.
Is that why you hate it?
It's not why I hate it. There are...
It is green?
It's the wrong colour. Completely from how you saw it on screen.
Yeah. Give you that.
There's no... No. I like the size, and when I saw it in the box, I thought this would rotate. It doesn't.
How's this thing dock?
Ah, I made the mistake because I thought it docked like that, and I was like, oh no, it doesn't. It docks.
Ah, that makes more sense. Ish.
Hang on, it clearly shows it docking that way. There we go.
There we go. You just got to
Push
it on a bit.
Really angle.
Yeah,
I'm not loving this. I don't like the colour. Because it is not how you saw it on screen.
No. Or was that the space lighting?
I don't care what they say.
You've been blinded by lens flares, bear that in mind.
I have been. But it definitely appeared white.
Yeah.
And that made sense. Glow in the dark green. with huge chunks of grey do not.
Okay.
So I don't like that. The mould of the ship itself, I've had no particular issue with. I had kind of by the look of it, I thought it would actually rotate, which it doesn't. That was just me being
Gullible.
well, yeah, naive, hopeful. It was
Yes,
me being.
hopeful.
It was me being hopeful.
Okay.
The detailing on the ship is nice.
Yeah.
I dislike the join mark running straight down the centre of the green.
Yeah.
I dislike whatever we are calling that. Now I'd call it the cockpit because in the film that's where the pilot is. On the model, on the screenshot, you can clearly see a little dome, a little seat, a little bit. What we have here is a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a hole. It looks more like a weapon port
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
than a cockpit.
Looks like a torpedo launcher.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
I am underwhelmed, to be brutally honest.
I must admit, it's still a special I would like to get. I don't think it's worth £22. Or 23 or 24 or whatever it was this time around, because it's gone up again,
I'm not
hasn't
actually
it?
sure what it was, to be brutally honest with you. It's not
on
listed in
there.
the magazine, no.
Yeah. By the barcode. Wasn't it like the barcode, is it? Very sneaky.
I've got the invoice if you want to have a look at the invoice. There's no metal in this.
No.
I don't like the colour. I do not like the join mark, i.e. this one runs down here.
Every single piece has got a massive
This
join
one
mark on
runs
it,
across there.
Oh dear.
These points here look overly weak. I mean, granted, they're not going to do anything other than exist, but they look weak. I find it really weird that they put...
Yeah,
see,
but they haven't finished the front right.
they've put detail in the back
That you can barely see.
that you can barely see it on the model unless you're paying attention. Now, a few of our viewers know that I'm a big fan of various coloured perspex and translucent plastics.
To the point where you get messages.
I even got a message going, "You'll love this toy. I know you hate the toy, but look at the plastic." So yeah. So I think it's really weird that they put that level of detail in the back when it's on the stand and nobody will see it, and yet the front, which is very clearly visible. Oh. If this was a standard model,
Yeah.
it would get a 7 out of 10. Maybe even... No, you know what? I wouldn't even be that generous. It'd get a 6.
But
Out
at this scale...
out of 10
But this
because of
scale,
the moulding
yeah.
point, because of the colour, because of the lack of attention to those 2 points. As a special,
At this scale...
this gets a 3.
Yeah. Because... excuse me. If anything, the scale, the larger size, is actually making the...
So they put detail in there,
Yeah, but not the
there.
cockpit. No dome over the cockpit. Really?
How am I? Bitch to get on the
I would
stand
say
as
a
well.
4 myself, but I can see where you're coming from with 3. Ironically, I still want it. I haven't had one myself yet, but I do still want it, mainly because of what it is. And the only other
Would you want it because of what it is if you hadn't have read the comics and you only saw the film?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Leonard's last ship.
Okay.
Yeah. And out of this and the Creo one, which are the only two.
Creo was the right colour.
Yeah, and was fun, but
and was fun. This is not.
I actually have the Creo one, so I was given it at one point. So yes, I still want it, but I will prefer to spend a lot less than 20
Did you
quid on
see the way I missed that the first time? Look at that.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's just sloppy.
Join marks within the connection between the back and the front here is just ugly.
Yeah.
It's a good job it's not blindingly obvious, but
I'll say the packaging that it comes in is decent.
the magazine's all right. It's
I'll admit I haven't read the magazine.
Have a quick look through the magazine, but
I've already had a look through the artwork.
I don't think it's.
I will
as good.
enjoy that. But
It's not as good as the one that came with the Vengeance. It's not as good as the one that came with the Enterprise 2009. It's not so much content in there. It seems to be a picture book with some words.
Okay.
So yeah.
Actually, Sven, will you do me a favour? Will you edit out the last 20 minutes? Because I don't think people want to hear me just carry on ripping into the model. Just leave it at the point where I gave it a score and we'll go from there. Right, should we just end this? Because it's just... So that about wraps it up for us. We'd love to read your comments. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And of course there is the official Geekology website. Thank you for watching and good night.
Bye.